They say, we've got to take over the internet to stop Stuxnet. We've got to take your liberty because of Stuxnet that the terrorists launched. And they go, by the way, we launched it. As if common sense doesn't exist with the childlike, servile public. And I'm talking about that group in the public that is servile and crouches down to lick the tyrannical hand of the New World Order, that loves it, that lives to grovel, lives to sound like second-grade children gibbering on talk radio, filled with ignorance, repeating the false paradigm information they've downloaded. It was initially introduced last year but expired with a new Congress. Senator Susan Collins, a co-sponsor of the bill, said that unlike Egypt, where the government was using its powers to quell dissent by shutting down the internet, it would not. Really, the administration admits they want to use it for that, and the White House science czar and the regulation czar and others have called for restricting people that disagree with the globalist. So has the FCC commissioner. So has other members of the FCC board. I mean, you haven't heard the countless members of Congress calling for total censorship of free speech in America? What rock are you hiding under, Collins? Oh, let us turn the web off and have the power. But I promise, we're the government, we don't lie. My legislation will provide a mechanism for the government to work with private sector. That means take it over. You ought to read the Cybersecurity Act. In the event of a true cyber emergency. Yeah. Collins said in an emailed statement to Wired, it would give our nation the best tools available to swiftly respond to a significant threat. Exactly. The banks only got unlimited trillions with the banker bailout to save us from the bad financial decisions that weren't bad for them that they put in place with Glass-Steagall being removed. They create the crisis, think we have no memory, and offer the solution. Here's Wired. Communicate if your government shuts off your internet. And what else did Egypt do? And then I'm going to your calls. They arrested people en masse. Opposition across the board and members of Al Jazeera saying that they're British intelligence. Of course, Mubarak always knew that because he works partially for British intelligence. It's kind of the trifecta, the U.S., Israel, and England, all like triple Siamese triplets. And that's what they're doing. And, of course, they arrested Al Jazeera. I mean, it's come out that MSNBC, CNN, all of them are completely government funded. Your tax money goes through the subsidiaries to them. We have state-run media. But they always thought they could ignore shows like mine and the alternative media. But now that we're rivaling them, they're openly licking their lips saying they want to start shutting us down. And you notice Mubarak arrested the media, the foreign media. Mubarak has arrested all the opposition groups. Leadership. They sent army trucks around to everybody's house to arrest tens of thousands of people. What do you think they're training the army to do here? I've been to the drills, to drive around, including picking up city council members, preachers, even people that have served them. Even people that have served them. They've done psychological assessments on them, or maybe the local government operative doesn't like you, so they put you on the list. So you go to a FEMA dungeon. And, of course, you've got to be inoculated for your own safety. They train for that. You show up, you're in a facility, and if you yell and scream and get angry, oh, I'm sorry, you're disruptive. You're going to the Brig facility. And waiting there are the compartmentalized contractors, and they strap you down to that gurney, and they start taking a ball-peen hammer and just smashing your fingers off. Oh, and they've been trained by the thousands. Maybe they take your kids in and start raping them in front of you. Then they take acid and pour it all over your children. Ha, 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 ha. That's your loving USA, USA. That's who runs our country, the same ones that funded Mubarak to do all of that. General Tagumbu's Army report, U.S. contractors and U.S. forces raping children with battery acid. Go read it. Army report on torture. Type that in. Of course, General Tagumbu got in a little trouble after he released that, U.S. general. Oh, but that we had to do it to fight the terrorists. They might get us if we don't. No, they were forging an army of hell. They were forging an army of satanic dungeon keepers to be released on us and to trade larger cadres. Look, I'm not trying to scare you. This is the evil that we have created. Zbigniew Brzezinski, who I played earlier, bragged in 2 books that he wrote that he funded Pol Pot. And Pol Pot killed 30 million people, and he's proud of that. To the globalist, you are honored when you kill. You are honored with the more skulls you have hanging around, you know, the chains that bind their wicked souls. They love it. They live for it. They like it. It's like notches in their gun belt. Do you understand that? Okay, I got a bunch of other news. I said I'd go to your phone calls. We're going to go to calls till 8 after, then Tarpley's joining us. Right now, let's go to Greg in California. Greg, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how you doing? I just wanted to bring up a couple of little points that I thought Clinton and Obama, right when everything got really excited, it seemed that they had very well thought out, calculated words that, you know.
Yeah, they're funding the revolution, but in case it doesn't work, they say, oh, well, we want him to stand down while their armies that are funded are taking over.
Right, but Jimmy Carter there wouldn't make a difference. And then I just thought it was interesting also that the TSA had the big announcements the day before, and, you know, all the attention got off of that.
That's right. They said, listen, we don't care if the law says you can have private screeners here. We're not going to allow that now. We run things. We're seizing your infrastructure.
It's all beta testing for what we're in store for. It's planting the seed, so we can expect to have our internet shut down. And, you know, just on top of everything, I just want to comment on, you know, I'm from Berkeley, Oakland, San Francisco. It's really diverse here. I have never met a rude Middle Eastern person in my life. You know, with all this money that we're, you know, putting towards this, it's just ridiculous.
No, they're trying to radicalize the Muslim world. This is where so many sciences, the alphabet, astronomy were developed, chemistry, and they're very intelligent people. And they wanted to have liberty and freedom, and our criminal government, run by the banks, is on record putting radical Muslims in everywhere, and then taking our liberties in the name of fighting the radical Muslims.
Right. They're very gracious people, you know. And it's, you know, everything, no crisis goes to waste. It's what we can expect from our government.
Absolutely. We're in a lot of trouble, Greg. Let's go to Jay in Michigan. Jay, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Welcome.
I got 2 points I want to try to make and cook down in the soup of chaos here. First, to the corporatists, you know, I've been in business for a number of years up here in Michigan in the automotive industry, and I can tell you there's a trend, a little thing that happens where a lot of tier 2 vendors that we work with will get bought up by big corporations. And then,
yeah, stay there. That is the infrastructure, the mid-level infrastructure is being vertically integrated and consolidated, so the web is in the hands of just 5 or 6 big mega corporations, and under cybersecurity, it forces the little bitty teeny ISP to put physical homeland security snooping grids in.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract.
My name is Van, and I'm 68 years old, and I live in Vermont. In the spring of 2003, I started to have problems with my heart. It felt like my heart was pounding, made me feel breathless. I tried many different things to try to get some help for myself. Nothing did anything.
Heart and Body Extract is very powerful, very effective, and works quickly.
I saw one of Sharon's ads and ordered Heart and Body Extract. I noticed a difference quickly, within days. The episodes became less frequent, and by a month had completely vanished.
Usually you find a 30-day or 60-day guarantee. Heart and Body Extract comes with a lifetime 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305. Call 866-295-5305. 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 5 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping. An $87 value, yours free. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Cyrus Jones from 1810 to 1913 made his great-grandchildren believe you could live to 103.
Globalist puppet Mohammed El-Baradei is demanding, of course, that Hosni Mubarak, the old worn-out globalist vampire, step down so that he can begin supping with pleasure at the throat of the Egyptian people. And like a swarm of carrion crows, of course, the bankers are expanding their forced collapse of this country. But before they can do that, they've got to have all the telescreens up telling you to watch your neighbors. They've got to have the police trained at the internal checkpoints, which they're now expanding. They've got to have their internet kill switch in place. They'll probably partially shut the web down during a fake cyber attack, then turn it right back on to say, see, we're doing this to protect you, just to set that precedent. Google announced, obviously, a week ago that they are going to start filtering out alternative media and blocking it. It's all happening right on time for the dollar devaluation and the confiscation of the pension funds. And when you rebel, don't worry, they'll have a new solution for you, even more tyranny. Only being aware of the complexities of this do we have any chance of stopping them. But going back to, I guess it was Jay in Michigan, who was bringing up IT situations. Go ahead.
All right, so to the point that I was making, and then I've got a quick question for you, which actually wasn't an IT situation. I'm in the medical manufacturing business, formerly owned an automotive manufacturing business in Michigan. And one of the things that we're seeing happening right now that ties into the whole globalization and corporatization of the world is in automotive, all these small shops that were very productive had